I rarely do these, but I just thought, why the heck not? So, for one, I haven't been on in a few days. And yeah, I've been trying to give things like a little bit of an opportunity to kind of, to deflate because there's been a lot of things going on. And I think the biggest buzz that we're seeing is, of course, Madam Waters, or Maxine Waters. But I wanted to say this. This is just a brief nugget, if you will. I was kind of revving up to this the other night. Was I think this is just kind of a preview, because I figure, Maxine Waters, she made the USA Today. She made the USA Today news, and that was a few days ago. But you think, why in the world does the whole world need to see Maxine Waters telling a congressman, another congressman, or a colleague of hers to respect the chair and shut your mouth? Because here again, I think this is more about the agenda. This is more about the fem agenda to promote what's to come. I think this is a preview, and to me, this is also a show of power. I think we're seeing more and more women are rising, and there happen to be black women are rising to these platforms or these positions in power. And I think that they're showing a preview of what's going to be happening in the event that, dare I say, that Kamala Harris is installed as the president of the United States of America. I do believe that this is what this preview is. And I think Maxine Waters is just another, she's just another ambassador of this power grab, or, this kind of a seize the day. And what they've done is they've been successfully able to, I think, BLM and all of these, what do I call, auxiliaries, I think they've been able to use the power of, they've been able to use the intersectionality to kind of catapult them into this position. So there's all kinds of chaos going on. There's just all kind of deflection going on. And to me, it's another level of distraction, because there's so many other things that are going on as well. You've got a lot of things that, of course, are not being reported, but other things are being installed. Other things are being installed while we're being distracted with the Maxine Waters appearance. I do believe I saw some coverage. By now, I'm sure you guys have seen the coverage of her actually appearing in Minneapolis. And is she there? Is she going to be there to actually act as some type of, she's trying to get her name in the history books, so I presume, because her story is going to be that she fought for in the Floyd case, and she was there with protesters, and she wants these photo ops, so they'll wind up in history. And I think a lot of people are being, distracted from, I think, much more significant things that are happening. And yeah, it's just a whole lot. And I think it's like a matter of, like, we're being kind of worn down. We're being worn down. And I think there's two societies coming out of this. The virtue signaling from the mocktails nationwide. I'm seeing that on a corporate level. I've even seen companies that are granting pins, they're granting money, they're granting all kinds of incentives for what I consider an allegiance to what's to come. So, yeah, so I'm kind of, this is a different setting. So, if you could imagine a Black Spring Mobile is what I'm calling this. And hello to Rachel Van Ziel. It looks like Anthony Scioli and DJ. So yeah, these are just, just a little bit of commentary here, but I do believe that this is a show of, they want to show some dominance. They want to show some of, some installation that's, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I don't believe that Biden is going to, I don't think he's going to remain in office. I'm not even sure if he's going to make it through the summer. I'm thinking that that's going to come soon. I don't know. I'm not saying that I have a calendar or I'm subscribing to any type of calendar on this, but I do think that I think that his time is short. And as I was saying earlier, I think that the whole USA Today, like, why in the world does the entire country or the world need to see a black woman chastising a white man in Congress. Why does that need to happen? Well, because I do believe it is a part of the it's a part of the takeover. It's a part of the regime change, and they want to show their power. They want to flex their power, and yeah, it's absolutely, it's, letting him know that, you're going to show I'm in power right now, and I can tell you to shut up, and I can tell you to sit down, and you've seen nothing yet. So I'm just saying, I think this is coming up very soon. I think you're getting they're kind of preparing you for what's to come. And I do believe that there's going to be a change in the guard soon. And who knows, who knows who the VP is, who her actual VP is going to be. So we'll say, we might save that for another episode. But these are my assertions. And I'll just say, from my background, I tell you guys here all the time, I do not worship my skin color by any stretch. I don't. And but in the Black community, it seems to be very popular, or it just seems it's fairly standard that you'll have a woman will be a very authoritative when she can be, and she'll do that, and she'll do that. It doesn't matter who's in place. It could be 5 men, and a lot of people seem, oh, well, yeah, why do these people refer to her as Auntie Maxine? Because it's more of a cultural thing, whether it's a healthy cultural thing. People tend to support things whether they're healthy or not. But that's her showing her dominance. I think that's Waters, or whatever power she thinks she has. And but yes, that's an authority figure. An auntie is an authority figure in the Black community. And we've seen it before. We've seen the left, the progressives, use Black women to end the squelch of people screaming and yelling in auditoriums across the country. We've seen them do it. We've seen them do it with Elizabeth Warren during her campaign. I specifically remember during they were talking about the school choice. And I think, one of the squad members was present in Georgia at the time. And I think they you got to call in the powers that be, or call in an auntie figure to calm these people, calm your people down. That's what it is. You can see, I think you guys can see where this is. I think I can see where this is going, but how fast it's going to go, I don't know, but I think it's kind of clear. And, yes. But here's my other point. I don't believe there's not going to be any consequences for Madam Waters. No, there never has been. There never has been. And if anybody thinks that any type of toothless resolution on the Congress floor is going to do anything, no, you're it's theater. Theater sells right now. Theater sells, and I'm not convinced. And hello to Melinda Ann Burns. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Rachel Van Ziel. It seems like it's been a lifetime. And I never do these mobile things, but every now and then it's kind of fun. I guess I'm on a juice run right about now, and I figured, why not? It's kind of nice to get the heck out of the house, which I was already out. So, but yeah, so I think we're probably going to see more from Waters. She's probably going to do something else. If not her, this is a perfect storm, is what I see it as. And with the Chauvin case on the, it's just like, it's like they've normalized some level of, dare I say, terrorism. Like that's an acceptable thing here. We negotiate those things these days. We're taught to hunker down, and I do believe that summer will be a similar situation. Also, these campaigns regarding the disarming of officers, I think that's going to continue. So it's almost like we're going back to, dare I say, the summer of 2019. It almost seems like we're going back to the summer of 2019, but we just have, one of their own. We've got the elite, running the roost right now. So I guess, they're getting their way, and they're just, it's destruction. And I think it's despicable that people won't realize, or they would rather, they'd rather arrive at their conclusions by their emotions, and let people like Madam Waters, kind of lead them to the slaughter and into destroying their own communities. But I think this will continue. I don't think it was a mistake that all of these women rose to power at the same time, because we had a lot more. I think there's a lot more women in Congress right now, a lot more, I will say, dare I say, radicals in Congress right now. I know BLM had their picks, and I think basically right now the Republicans are basically more toothless than ever, but they're barking. So maybe that makes you feel better, but I just don't think that they're going to get much traction. And so that's kind of where we are. But I think that was my point that I didn't get to make the other night. I just wanted to say that I think we're going to see more of these women. We're going to see more women of color coming to the front and basically kind of setting the, where can I dare I say, rolling out the carpet. Rolling out, showing their teeth and flexing their muscles before, a takeover happens. So we'll see what happens. Again, that's just my assertion. And then, pretty soon the entire world will know the dominance, or the show of dominance, whether it's toxic or not, whether it's genuine or not, when it comes from, characters like Waters. They're going to know that. And the situation with Harris, because I don't really consider her, I think she's a Trojan horse. I still don't think that's going to go the way they think it's going to go. I don't. But at the same time, they're going to pave the way. They're going to pave the way for her to come in and do whatever she wants to do. And they're going to keep the divide and conquer going on. I really think that's more or less what this is all about. Two societies. All you're hearing about right now is the mocktail versus the non-mocktailed. And I think that's what's to come. And I'll probably come back. I've just been doing a little bit of running around, and so I'm a little bit delayed. But I didn't forget about the streams. So I hope you guys are doing well. And I can't do any commercials on here, but I want to say thanks to the people that have come out so far. Looks like I saw Rachel Van Zeel and Rachel and DJ Vision Barnett, Melinda Ann Burns. I think I saw Anthony Scioli here. Thank you so much for all your support and all that you do. And I guess I'll keep you guys up to date. I just don't think there's going to be anything happening with Maxine. She swoops down and she rides out. Oh wow, you're well, good for you. Good for you. If there's anything I can do, it's good. If I've contributed in some way, then that's good. I really appreciate it. Good for you. You deserve it. And I appreciate you for being around, because I think it's coming up on a year. I think the 20th, which is the 20th today. I think it's 1 year I've had some of these acquaintances or some networks on YouTube. I will be honest that was the initial reason that I came to YouTube, was to do some networking. And I think I really consider YouTube more networking, and that was the reason that I tried to make some connections. And that's not without risk. I mean, I took a risk, and but what is it the saying? I don't know. This is not mine, but what is it? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I really appreciate you guys for being around, especially the ones that have been around for quite some time. But I'm gonna come back, and I don't know. I think I think because Colors has gotten pushed back for her purchases and her little real estate portfolio. I'm just thinking there's all of these. Do you guys not find it ironic that so many people, so much has happened with so much of the Marxist and their movements, and yeah, and yeah, are you surprised? I mean, it's to me, it's just a big pot. And yeah, I do think that the summer is going to be like none other, like it's going to be a summer to remember. And I don't mean to be Debbie Downer or doom and gloom, but I think that's real, and I think it's relevant. So who's that? California? Is that California Dreaming in NYC? Is that who that is? I think that's who that is. I'm just trying to get, I'm trying to, see who I can see in here, because I don't normally do this. So if it's not so smooth, then, we'll make it up on it. We'll make it up on a Twitch honor roll. So I'm going to read some comments here. Rachel Van Ziel, she says someone called her Aunt Pearl. Yeah, I had an Aunt Pearl, and I don't know. And then what else do we have? We have, let's see. What else do we have? Aunt Pearl. We have California Dreaming in NYC. Thank you so much for coming in. Rachel said she was bullying people last year too. Go get the other side stuff. Melinda Ann Burns says all it shows is that she's an outright bully. Yes. And then, yeah, I haven't been on Jericho's page in a while. I mean, I'm behind on some of his videos. Jericho's pretty good. He's pretty intense. But I'll tell you guys just honestly, there's another content creator that I've kind of started following a little bit, and I think he's really, I don't know, I think he goes by the name of Young Ripa, and I think he's been on Blaze TV. So if you're familiar with Blaze TV, then you'll be familiar with Young Ripa, and I think he's straight to the point. He just I've seen him grill up a few trolls in his live stream, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting perspective that he has. But I will say that right now, I just don't think we're any closer. I think we're getting further and further away from liberation. I think we're getting closer and closer to bondage, as a matter of fact. So all this stuff that they push about liberation theories, I don't know if anybody's feeling liberated. I don't. I'm not convinced. We've got green screen photo ops from the White House, and it's just all kinds of. It's like a movie, It's like a movie that we're watching. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in on my for tuning in on what I'm calling a Black Spring Mobile, or a Black Spring Mobile run. Yeah, so not a whole lot going on here. Yeah, not a whole lot going on here. Just I just thought I'd just put something out just for because I'm delayed on it. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to work around here, and I'll probably see you guys later. Which I also want to say, there's a possibility that I'm actually going to be on. I'm going to do a show later this week. If not this week, it'll be next week, and I'll give you guys that announcement as to what show it's going to be on, so you can come along if you like. Yeah, Rachel, it's nice to have you here. I never do these from the car of Black Spring, and when I do them, it's always fun. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of jump in here for a second. But I did have some thoughts on what's happening with Waters, and it's not the end. That is not the end of her. It's not the end of we've got some miscongenialities, and I think Kamala's coronation is coming very soon. That is my that's your preview. I think that's your preview, and she's got the chorus in the background. The Maxine Waters are trying to pave the way. But the thing about it is, I don't see I don't, the thing about Kamala, I don't really see a lot of, I don't see what, I don't see the charm, or I don't see what they get out of, you know, elevating her the way that they have. And I've said this before. I think she didn't run a very good campaign. And what I think right now, it's almost like these women, the Waters and the auxiliaries, it's like they're trying to make up for it in some ways. But they're paving the way, I think, for her to come in. I didn't say it was going to be pretty. I just said, you know, that's my assertion here. So I'll see you guys around later. And of course, I can't run any infomercials. What it's 0 to infinite. You don't have to worry about hitting the skip button on the infomercials, because there aren't any this time around. So I just want to say hi to everybody in the stream, make sure I'm not missing anything. And Rachel Van Ziel says, thank you for all your hard work. Good to catch you live finally. Thank you so much for coming back. And I don't know, I might even try to do one of these from, I'll probably try to change up some of my lives, because I'll be in a different location soon. So I may even do some outdoor lives, and yeah, some outdoor lives in the future from home. So less green screens and more, and you know, some scenes in the back or whatnot. Rachel Van Ziel says she's a witch in hiding. Undercover Maxine is straight out witchy. California Dreaming in NYC says, thank you, Queen. Have a blessed and productive day. I'm subbed. Oh, thanks so much, California Dreaming in NYC. Hope you guys are doing well up there. How are things up there? Come back anytime. You know, we'll be around. We'll be around. All right, let's see. What else? Am I missing anybody else here? Yeah, it's, you know, kind of a rare form. Anthony Scioli was here. Thank you, Anthony, for coming in and for supporting the channel. And DJ Vision Barnett. Hope you're doing well out there. And Rachel, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. So yeah, I have made a few changes to the channel. You know, they're just more like visual things. I said I won't turn it into an identity project. But yes, and Rachel, I really appreciate that. She says hit the like button. And yeah, you know, and I'm going to say this, I can still say, you know, if you're not sure if you're coming in or not, you know, I appreciate you for considering coming in, because you guys have a lot of choices out there. And there's a lot of great content creators. It's just exhausting is what I'm on about. It's exhausting because there's so many distractions, and I think there's so many important things, much more important things to deal with. But I think they just kind of keep us busy, and just kind of keeping the chaos going. And you know, they are going to wear some people down. They're starting to wear people down. And yeah, so once again, hope you guys are doing well out there. And if you haven't had an opportunity to hit the like button, then you will. And Rachel says, always love to hear your perspectives. I really appreciate that, Rachel. I want to say this because I think that, you know, and I know that I have a mixed audience, and I'm thankful for that. And when I say things or when I'm reflecting on something that's more from the Black community or African American community, however you want to spin it, I'm usually doing that because I'm trying to give you some perspective of my own, or just the way that I've seen things, or the way that or what I've been accustomed to. But I do think that many times, I think because Black women, even whether it's the moral thing or whatnot, I think Black women have been in leadership roles in the household, and whether it's a healthy leadership role or whether it's an unhealthy leadership role, that is what's going to come to you. That's what's coming to your government. And whether it's based on emotion or whether it's race baiting or what, that's what's coming. And you should prepare yourself for that. Daddy Days from Dubai. How are you? How's it going in Dubai? Nice to see ya. Thank you so much for coming in and thank you for hitting the thumbs up. And yeah, so I think that's what you're going to get. And even if it's not genuine, I think we get a lot of political theater on the Congress floor. And, you know, because and what I'm referring to, I'm going back to Maxine Waters here, is, you know, she and Jim Jordan, James Clyburn, they all had this, you know, there was an exchange. There was bantering going back between Fauci and Jordan. And of course, I've got my issues with Jordan. I mean, Jordan, he swears he's some kind of patriot, yet he's taken money from Google. And I think Tucker Carlson called him out for that. He's like, basically, well, if Google wants to give me money, if they want to donate money to me, then I'm going to take it. So, you know, and he did that on a Tucker Carlson show. And so I think he can be a little bit, you know, disingenuous. And I think he puts on a good show. And he's going to continue to do that. But he was really grilling and pressing Fauci the other day about, you know, what's the real objective here with what's going on. And, of course, they don't know enough about enough. So you're going to get those kinds of answers every single time. That's what you're going to get. They're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep moving the goalpost, or keep, you know, kicking the can down the road. And even at that, you don't get a straight answer. No matter whose show he's on, you know, you're not going to get a straight answer. And even I would advise people to look at the VAERS report. I will say that I did see I have seen in the VAERS report there was a death of a 2-year-old. I think there's 2 instances that are reported on the VAERS report on the CDC. So I think you guys are aware that not too long ago, they started the, dare I say, experimentation on the 6 months to 12-year-olds. So check the VAERS report. But I think if you're looking for specific things, you're not going to get that. You're not going to get that from him, no matter whose show he's on. So yeah, and the theater, you know, it's all you can do is you can kind of laugh at it, and that's the theater of it. But I'm just thinking, even that, I think, might have been staged. But they're showing, it's a showing that, you know, that we're going to have, you know, the planet, the feminine planet, the feminine dominance here is what we're about to get. So we'll see what happens. I'm thinking about a Star Trek episode, in which, oh my God. Yeah, so let me read your comment here. That was a digression, but Rachel had a comment. So Rachel says they shut a channel down today for trying to take, really, well, you know, and I've seen a lot of channels have been shut down. And, like, I don't know if you guys follow, you know, Will Johnson. One of his channels is shut down. Like, there's several. Like, they've been going at a lot of channels, and that's not going to stop. That's not going to stop. But, you know, like, every now and then I like to, you know, throw in the political theater and give you my assertions on those. There's going to be more of that, but you gotta, you know, I think you guys have a lot of, not only do you have information, you got information, but you have knowledge, and I think you can get a lot further with knowledge. So I'm not going to keep bringing up where you can find, you know, some of this stuff, but at least you know. And you guys are very astute around here. I you know, you guys are in good shape, and you're in good company when you're here. So all right, guys, well, I'm going to get out of here. It is possible I will be back later. And then, like I said, I was saying earlier that I think I'm going to do a show, or I'm going to be on somebody else's show. And I'll let you know what that is and when it is. And if you'd like to come over, you know, of course, you're welcome to do that. And I'll let you know about that. So I appreciate you guys coming in on the Black Spring Mobile Run. And maybe I'll see you guys around later. We'll see what happens. So if you haven't hit the like button, I appreciate it if you could do it. If not, if nothing you hear speaks to you, then, you know, do what you need to do. You've got options out there. So have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I look forward again to seeing you guys in the next live stream, in the comments section, on a test, a night queue, a moonlight stream, or who knows, maybe even I'll do do more mobile runs with you guys, or either from the backyard. From the backyard. All right, guys. Have a great day, Rachel and California Dreaming. I'll see you guys around.